right when the dehumidifier goes on.
You can shut it off.
No.
My papa. Yeah.
He's so cute.
I'm in a rut currently.
I know. Why don't you come join me?
No.
That'll get you out of the rut. Ooh, I hope it's working. Oh, okay, I see some people coming in. We are having, I don't know if we're having connectivity issues, but it's possible. Hi, everyone. Hello. Let me pop out my YouTube chat just in case someone's in there. I always forget to do that, so. Okay, hopefully we can get through the stream today. I'm having bad storms where I live. Lots of wind, thunderstorms, the kind of storms that knock out the power. We did lose power for like a second, and it came back on, the internet came back on, so. The radar looks like it should be mostly past us, but there's still stuff coming, so I don't know if that's gonna get stronger. It's been storming off and on all day, like really weird. Like sunny with a thunderstorm. Kind of cool, but not on my streaming night. I was worried. And then when the power went out like 10 minutes ago, I was like, oh. Hey Penny, hey Rachel. Before just in case I do get cut off today, right now it's not storming, so I'm not too worried about it. I'm not going to be on next week. I am going to for the Diary Detectives people. We're doing a video meeting, that's not changing, but it's Ian's birthday next week, so we're going out for his birthday on Thursday, and it's my last week of summer vacation, so I've pretty much got every night booked up, so we'll just skip next week and then pick up on the 29th. So I've already made that live event on my TikTok page that you can sign up for if you like to do that, but we won't be on next week. And that's another reason why I didn't want to cancel today. Feels weird to have a live straight after I meet. Yes, that is, it's funny. It's like we never leave. I was doing my own family tree today for a while too. I've been kind of sucked into that. I haven't done a lot of research on that in a while, but I ended up finding a couple of local newspapers that I don't think when I first did my family research these were available, because I would have looked for them, I think. But I found a couple of newspapers from where my grandparents lived on both sides, and I found newspaper articles about them and pictures in the newspaper, so that was cool. So I've been kind of like scouring that and saving them. Alright, so we're in the middle of May, or towards the end of May in 1903. Hopefully today we can make some progress. Every time I look up, I'm looking at the window. I'm in the basement, so there's like not much window I can see out of, but it's pretty windy out there. So fingers crossed. And do me a favor, people who came in the beginning, if I do just cut out randomly, let people know in the chat that it's the internet's out or the power's out, and I'm not gonna bother coming back on if it goes out, because it'll probably just keep flickering. So yeah, I hope it settles too. I actually really, I don't know, weather, I get a little bit anxious about tornadoes and big thunderstorms, but so far we haven't gotten any tornado warnings, so, and I'm in the basement. The best place to be for that. Okay. Also, Ian flew this morning. He came home from Virginia. So good thing his flight was before all of that, because all the storms started like noonish, and they've just been going ever since. Okay. Let's just start so we don't waste any precious time. So we are reading two 1903 diaries written by Ralph Slippy and his soon-to-be wife, Georgia. We have a picture of Ralph. That's him. We have some more pictures of him, too. But we don't have pictures of Georgia yet. Hopefully someday we'll find one. So they're not married yet, but they will be in December of this year. So this is Georgia's diary. She got up at 8:40. After breakfast, hitched up. Rachel, you're right. It does feel weird coming on a day after the Patreon meeting because I feel like I'm going to hear you guys, like your voices, helping me read. And it's just my voice. Hitched up and went to depot after our... Oh, I don't know if you guys can hear that. It's not too loud. Oh, it is. Thunder. When the power went out, it was actually scary. I think it was someone's house got struck by lightning. Because the power flickered as soon as we heard thunder, which pretty much, I don't really know scientifically, but I think that would mean that something like got struck because it was immediate. And then it came right back on, and someone in our town Facebook page posted that their house or their apartment that they own got struck by lightning. It's a little scary. Okay. After breakfast, hitched up and went to depot after our... Yeah, actually, I'm going to need some help with this word. Grips? Who wrote this? This is written by a woman named... She's 25 years old. Her name is Georgia Newton. Georgianna is her full name. And we don't have a picture of her, but she lived in Waterloo, Iowa at the time. And this guy wrote the other diary that we're reading, same year, and he will be married to her. So they're engaged, I guess. We don't officially know that they're engaged, but I'm just kind of assuming that, unless we read about an engagement. But they will be married in December. Yeah, it does kind of look like grips. I'm wondering if it's something to do with horses. Maybe somebody who knows about horses can chime in, because I don't know. No, actually, I think Ralph's handwriting is worse. Worse in that it's harder to read for me, but he has we read a couple of diaries of his, so in the other diaries he's written in print, and his print is very neat because he's an engineer. So I feel like for work and, you know, when he's doing all those notations, they have to be neat and maps and stuff. But man, on his just diary entries, his handwriting's all over the place. I can't tell if that's thunder or if Ian's like running around upstairs. He might come downstairs. But yeah, poor Ian, if he hadn't come home early this morning, he probably still wouldn't be home. After breakfast, hitched up and went to depot after our grips. Well, I don't know what that is, but read a while and visited. Helped with dinner and dishes. Took a nap. Got ready, and R and I went for a ride. After supper, a while, we took a walk. Came back and talked a while, then went to bed as we were quite tired. Oh, she's writing 10 o'clock in parentheses. That's new. She has not done that before. It's funny, you pick up on, like, written mannerisms for each person. And something, like, that's out of the ordinary for her. It's just funny that we even can notice that, but. Had a rain in morning, but lovely the rest of the day. Cool. So that's Georgia on May 17th. Now this will be Ralph. Got up at... That threw you off. I thought it was 1, 2... Yeah, me too. It did throw me off. Got up at 7 and shaved after breakfast. Oh. Got up at 7 and shaved must be just one thought. After breakfast, Georgia and Maud and I went to cemetery and to stone quarry Oh, I'm on the wrong day. Who noticed that? I noticed because I was like, oh, that sounds familiar. Cemetery. I remember he mentioned the cemetery and the stone quarry. Okay, cool. I'm on the right day now. No one caught it. Usually someone does. Weather, rain. That's okay. The grips, I don't know. I'll go back. Oh, it's on hers. So, got up at 8:40 after breakfast, hitched up, and went to depot after our grips. And usually when she says after something, she means like they're going to get it. But I don't know what that would be. And the depot, the train depot, or maybe is there another meaning of depot? Grip sacks. I'll look it up. Maybe depot is more like a store. Is it about horses? Hope so. Grip socks. Grip sacks. Nothing is coming up. I'll need more descriptions. I'm interested. We've been talking a lot about horses in the diary. Got home at 3. Got up at 8. So when he says got home at 3, is he going back to school? I don't know. Oh no, I think he might mean go home like in Waterloo. Would have been a pillowcase shaped bag. Neat. It's for horses? Got up at 8, shaved, took bath, and cleaned up. Talked to Georgia till noon. Went after grips. Helped her wash dinner dishes. Read till either 4 or 5. I'll just put 5. I think he wrote 1 and then corrected it, but I can't tell which one he wanted. Hitched up. Oh. Was that in my imagination or did the power just flick? And we went driving till 7. Ate supper and went, hey Carly, and went for a walk. Went to bed at 10. Hey Pat. Just so everyone knows, I'm in the middle of a bunch of storms, so if we might be getting another one. So if I disappear, that's why. Thanks, Rachel. I don't want you guys to think I just left, you know? Let me know, too, if the stream is really laggy. Let me know. But I think it's been good. I haven't heard anything from anyone. Okay. May 18th. If I was at my parents' house, this would be, like, not even worth trying. It would have been so laggy. Whenever there's any kind of, like, blow of the wind there, the Wi-Fi is terrible. Got up at 6:30. Helped wash the dishes. Went down to office a while, and then downtown. Yeah, I'm so rude. I just decide, nah, I'm done. Helped with dinner and dishes. Went to office in PM. Went to PO, which is the post office. Oh, really? Yeah, you're getting storms too? We were on and off all day. We've been getting them. Just like little thunderstorms, but like strong ones. Like it would be sunny and then all of a sudden it's downpouring. A few loud claps of thunder and then it would be gone. It was so crazy. We were sitting on the porch watching it and it was downpouring and then it would just stop and you could see the downpour, like up the road, you could see the line where the rain was, and when there was no rain, and the line would move up the street. Like we were watching the storm move. It was nuts. It was like either 100% or 0%. There was no rainbow, though. I was looking. But it was, like, freaky. It was a bunch of little, like, and then 20 minutes later, another one would roll through. And now this is, like, this looks like the big chunk of storms coming through. I think the worst is over, though, unless something else forms. Yeah, it does. Hurricane weather. Last week, we had, the tropical storm was coming through. It didn't hit us bad at all. It was just, like, remnants at that point, but it was just, like, all day, just constantly windy. Like, not gusts of wind, just constant. It's, like, kind of freaky. You see, yeah, in Florida. Mm-hmm. So often it's sun ahead and black in the rear view. Yeah. I actually have noticed where we moved. It's not that far from where I grew up, but there must be some kind of line where, I don't know what, like, I'm not a meteorologist, but where I grew up, I feel like we got severe thunderstorms all the time in the summer, like constantly. And here, they don't hit us as bad usually. And we don't get the snow as bad either because we're closer to the water. So that's kind of nice. Okay, went to post office to mail some letters. Stopped at market to see Myrtle a while. Then home. Thanks, Rachel. Then home. And back to Great Western Depot. To see Maud off. Helped with supper and dishes. Worked fancy work in evening. Went to bed at 11. Thanks, Rachel. I appreciate it. You don't need to go too crazy about it, but I appreciate that you're on top of it. It makes me feel better. It's bringing back the anxiety from when I used to do the lives at my parents' house and it would just freeze and I'd be sitting here like, is it still frozen? I hated that. Alright, clear, rain in the morning. Worked in office till noon. After dinner, I just have to like invent punctuation for him because he doesn't use it. After dinner, went to oh, is this where I saw Dunkerton? Yesterday on our Patreon meeting, I thought I was reading Dunkerton, but I think, because it like rang a bell in my head for some reason, but I feel like it's from this diary, not the other one. I'll look it up and see if that's a town nearby, or if anyone wants to look it up. See if Dunkerton is near Mount Vernon, Iowa. And got back at 5. Went to office in evening and worked. No. Yes, worked. From 8 to 10 on Litchfield edition. Also went with Geo. Something to see councilman. Okay, what do we think that says? Geo H-A. It can get confusing because I think it looks like an F. But, oh, thanks, Penny. I appreciate it. And thanks, Rachel. Habar, yeah, I was going to say it looks like an F, but this letter from underneath is kind of like interfering with it, making it look longer than it is. Geo Haber. Possibly. And then underneath, yes, that is J-O. It's probably John, yeah. So, 2. Or it could be H-A-B-A-Y. Yeah. Let's see what this line says, and then we can figure out if the letters are bumping into each other. To see Councilman John R. Something, but did not find him. Okay, hold on. I'll leave that up and continue to write, but did not. Yeah, it could be an X. Find him. It might be that he's a student with Ralph, so we can look that name up. But hold on. Did not find him. Went to bed at 11:30. Okay, first, maybe we can figure out the councilman's name, or let me open up my yearbook that I have of Ralph's. I'm going to open up the 1903 yearbook, but then search all of them. I don't know if this guy is a student. Is he at? No. Okay, hold on. He's not even at school right now. Cause, no, is he? I don't know. So he was talking to Georgia. He went to bed. And then he went into the office. So I don't think he is in Mount Vernon. I think he's in not Cedar Rapids. That's the other diary. He's in Waterloo. So maybe we can find either on Ancestry or Find a Grave. Maybe I'll look up. I'll try Geo first. Usually Geo is short for George, but I'm going to look up that. Oh, that's... Oh, I need to put a location. Let's get rid of that. Okay, well, there's no hay bars even listed. What do we want? We'll try Hafax. No. Hafay. I mean, this doesn't mean that they don't exist. This just means that it's not on Find a Grave. But I don't know. Or he's not in Iowa. Let me try the other guy. John. Reston. R-E-N-T-A. Resta. No. Well, that's a bummer. Maybe they'll be mentioned again. Ralph needs to... Oh, Keith. You see Keith here? Or... Oh, there's a John Keith. These people are all over Iowa, though. Oh, thunder. Should I narrow it down? I don't know. We don't have any other clues. There's a lot of John Keiths in Iowa. Maybe I'll narrow it down to the county. Oh, and no John Keiths. Hey, Maria. I don't know. I'm going to let him maybe mention him again. And then we can go back to it. I don't have my list with me. I'll make a list on my phone. John Keith? John whatever? We don't know. Okay. We tried. Yes, that's all we can do. With Ralph sometimes, I don't know. It's too bad they didn't both go wherever because because it's nice to have them both give, like, both write the name, because then we can figure it out by kind of looking back and forth. May 19th, 1903. This is Georgia's now. Got up at 6:40. Helped with dishes. Mended and done odd jobs all morning. Helped with washing. R and I went down to bridge a while and then came home, hitched up, and I took him. I know her writing is so much easier to read. To the train. It's just like smoother. As he went back to school. Okay, that answers my question. I don't know why all of a sudden he would like pretty consistently go to visit her on the weekends and then go to school all week, and then all of a sudden now he's coming back and forth and it's hard to keep a track. He is about to graduate, so maybe his classes are done. I don't know. We'll see. Went back to school. Came home. Read papers. Yeah, they haven't played Flinch. I think they did a couple of times last time we read, but not as much. They're too busy. And helped get supper and wash dishes. Worked on fancy work all evening. After sitting on the porch the early part of the evening. Went to bed at 10:45. Would you guys classify this live as education or entertainment? When I was starting my YouTube stream today, it was asking me for like tags and stuff. Both, yeah. If you had to pick one over the other though, education. Because I'm not really like on here teaching stuff. I don't want to select something that will like block out other viewers, but I think I did put education. But you think entertainment? Yeah, maybe next time I'll try. YouTube doesn't really like send my stuff out to people. I kind of just use it as a way to record. But maybe if I change the tags, it will share it to people. I think for the most part, I think YouTube is like your followers will watch you. There's not really as much of a For You page, right? I don't really watch shorts or YouTube lives, but I know that on TikTok you can like scroll through all different lives that are going on. Does YouTube have a similar? Thank you, Carly. Okay, that helps. That's what kind of along the lines I was thinking too. Yeah, and I would have put history, but they didn't have that wasn't one of the options, I don't think. TikTok also doesn't have good options. Got up at 6:30. It always suggests like random ones for me, TikTok, when I first log in. I always have to like select what it is, and I usually hit learn because that's the one that so far has been the most accurate. But it always makes like a weird suggestion. There's one, it's some kind of, I don't even know what it is. It's like plasma something. And or phasma, I don't know. It suggests as my like, there's only one suggestion that pops up and it's always that. I'm like, what the heck? And I looked it up, I forget what it was. Sounds like a fear. I want to say, hold on. Let me see if I'm right. I don't want to like type a random thing in and not know what's going to come up. 1 second. Oh, this is what it is. It's phasmophobia. So I was like, what? Like, why would I be streaming about some kind of fear? What is this? Because of phobia. It's a game. So I don't know why it thinks I'm playing that game, but it suggests it every time. And this time it suggested Minecraft. I'm like, I would like to play Minecraft, but that's not what I'm streaming. Yeah, it's super weird. Got up at 6:30, but they don't have history as a tag. Went to office and worked. Cement tests till noon. Saw councilman. Ooh, that is really light. I have no clue what that says. Each? I don't know. Wasn't there somebody who was L-I-N-G Ling? Because I kind of see L-I-N-G maybe. Illingsworth? Oh my god. Penny, you're so good. I swear, every time I can't read a name, you chime in and it's like, oh, I'm dumb. I should have seen that. I do see that. Or something very, very similar. I see the worth now. It's, yeah. It might not be exactly that, but it's the best guess. After dinner. Wrote out papers. Wrote out something. Proposition to council. Wrote proposition. It might be actually to council. And went to see Dr. Cotton. That's his dentist. Oh, let me move this thing around so TikTok knows I'm alive. Okay. Oh, nice. He wrote Illingsworth again. It totally is. Great job, Penny. Saw Illingsworth or Illingworth. Either way, I never would have gotten that. We could probably look him up. And agreed to work 3 days per week. What software am I using for this? It's gonna disappoint you. It looks fancier than it is. It's just Google Docs. This is just Google Docs with like a table that I made. Normally, if we weren't reading through 2 diaries at once, I would just be typing into a document. And then this is just pictures that I took with my phone of each page of the diary. But I do also, if you're starting a family archive, I don't really know like what kind of software or tools are out there for making like a family tree, but I do have a suggestion of how to keep track of like links and things, pictures as you find them. I do this with my family stuff too. I basically use Google Slides. It's free. As a scrapbook, almost like a virtual scrapbook. So this is just like, I mean, there might be like better software to do this with, but this is just what I do. So if I find, you can easily like add slides in, move them around. I like how it's easy to kind of rearrange stuff. If you find another picture and you need to make room for it, you can like literally just make room for it. And then for stuff like this, like these are little screenshots of different articles about the people. You can actually add a link to each one. So you don't end up with like a giant page of links and describing the links and everything. I never like click on the links again. It's like ugly. But if you have them in the pictures, you can just click on the link there. And it keeps everything neat and together. And then you can also, again, just like move it around wherever you want. And the link stays with it. So I suggest if you're just starting out, try out Google Slides as like a catch-all place. But I make trees on Ancestry. I really like Ancestry as a platform. It's expensive, but for me it's worth it because I use it like every day. Saw Illingsworth and agreed to work 3 days per week at 15. Is that $15 per day? Till school was out? That seems like a lot. Wonder what he's doing. We have trees made, but we have a lot of documents and letters to transcribe. Yeah. It's fun. I like doing it. And you'll find, like, if you haven't started already, it's probably going to be hard at first with the handwriting, but you'll get used to it. Like, it gets easier to read people's handwriting as you get more familiar with it. Use the Family Tree app. It's free, but it accesses the same archives. You really enjoy it. Cool. Thanks, Carly. There's also Family Search. That's a free one. I find it harder to search on it, like find things, but they do have a lot of the same stuff as Ancestry if you learn how to use it. The reason why I like Ancestry is that because I feel like it, Family Search, yeah. Yeah, that one is good. The reason I like Ancestry is because it kind of, like, gives you a lot of information, like, it searches for you all the time, so I just find it easier, like, things pop up, but whatever floats your boat. Okay, $15 per day till school was out. Went with Georgia to 4th Street Bridge. She took me to train, and I left for CR, Cedar Rapids. Had lunch on train. Got to Mount Vernon at 7 and studied till 10. And went to bed about also, hey Jen, also went to see G something about law of contract. G or J? Might be J. Something about law of contracts. That might be a professor. STRI. Strinen. Did we see him before? Oh. Sorry. Yeah, he was making over $500 a day in today's money. That seems like odd to me. I don't know about that. Like, maybe he wrote... Where is it? No, it definitely looks like $15 a day. Unless that's... It wouldn't be cents. Looks like a dollar sign. We'll see. Maybe he'll mention it when he starts doing the work. Oh, it could be 5, yeah. Yeah. It's definitely not coming from a letter up here. But yeah, it could be 5. Oh, yeah, maybe he double... maybe on the dollar sign he was doing 2 lines. And the second one just looks like a 1. We'll see. Maybe when he starts working, he'll, like, keep a ledger of it. He did that when he wrote the other diary when he was actually working. So... It's possible. He might have meant 15 a week, yeah. I think 15 a day for a new college graduate. I don't know. In that time, that's... I don't know what I'm talking about actually though, so maybe I should just wait. Got up at 6:40. Helped with morning dishes. Like, he would mention if he bought a pair of boots for $2. So I just feel like $15 a day, if he was making that, it would be more than just a quick line. But maybe it's a big project. Maybe, like, it's a temporary work situation. I don't know. It looks like two lines. Oh, lines around it. Okay, let's see. Oh, well, this is the P for per. He does make his P's like that. It is weird, but good thought, because he does do that. He puts 2 lines sometimes between words. He's doing civil engineering, yeah, but he's taking a class called Law of Contracts. Got up at 6:40, helped with morning dishes, ironed a while. Went to office, helped with dinner and dishes. Went to office, left at 3:30, as Sadie wanted me to go to something ball game. Yeah. That's weird. She crossed her T like way over here. Go to the ball game with her. I hitched up and went Waterloo versus something. We can find out though. Baseball game, maybe ball game, but May 20th, 1903. Is that gonna work? Waterloo. Okay, ball game. Olween. Quite a number of Denver people. Yeah, Olween. I never would have gotten that. Oelwein. And now I see it, but Oelwein. I never would have guessed that. Okay, let's see if we can... Oh, she's writing the score anyways. 16 to 2 for Waterloo, I think. Let's see. It might be actually published like the day before, the next day, I mean. Olween has a fall. Waterloo team defeats them 16 to 2. Yeah. Olween. What a tumble from the lofty position of the day before. Oh, okay, so they were on a winning streak. Wow. Oh, and Denzer, it wasn't Denver, it was... Oh. It's raining again. Denzer. Cool. Okay, I'm gonna save this article. It's always fun to keep a little scrapbook as we go. Doo-doo. Okay, and I'll stick it in here for later. And keep the link. I know. Truly, thank goodness for the article, because I don't think we would have been able to figure that out. Maybe someone would. Maybe Penny would have gotten it. Okay. Oh, she still has more. So Helped with supper. No. That's okay, you get all the other ones. Went downtown. Helped with dishes. We sat out on porch till nearly 9. Then came in and worked on my fancy work. I wonder what she's working on now. She was making like pillows. Went to bed at 10:30. She was making sofa pillows. I assume for their house that they're gonna have when they get married. That's what I think they're for. She never really said it, but that would make sense, right? Okay. Ralph. Rainy. Got up at 7, recited astronomy. And saw Professor Williams. Studied till chapel and recited law of contracts. Chemistry till noon. At 12:30 took sophomores out to explain transition curve. That might be something to do with trains? Like train tracks? Is that what that says? Transition curves or... I see TRAN... I don't know. Oh yeah, that's... Sometimes once I get my mind set on something, it's hard to see another word, though. Other people, you think so? Okay. Curve. Rain drove us in. Worked. Chemistry. Three till 5 and worked on curve till supper time. Al Barker went to supper with me. Studied till 11 and went to bed. Did we ever find a picture of Al Barker? I don't see him. He's only mentioned him once. Let me look in the thing though. I'll open up this thing again. And I'll search everything. Al Barker. From 1903 to, we'll do 1901 to 1905, just to cover our bases, because he might not be a senior. A. Barker, Al Barker, cool. Al Barker, spring '04. Let's see if he's in the picture. What's that? Otero. Is there Barker in here? No, that's Barkley. This is 1905 though, so maybe he's in the 1904 one and his name is just in this one. Al Barker. Come on. Well, he's probably in the 1904 yearbook. We can open that one up. The Royal Purple, 1904. just open 1904 one? 1 minute. I have a link to it. Transition curves for trains that need to transition from a straight path to a circular curve. Thanks. Hey Brenna. Ralph is, yes, he's away for school. He's back at school now. He seems like he's spending more time in Waterloo now, though, as it's getting closer to the end of the semester, I guess. Okay, how do I search the Gladstone Literary Society? How can I find that without... Is that going to search just one page? Of course it is. Maybe what we do instead is this. We go here. We search for the Gladstone Literary Society. 1904. 1904. This one. Let's see. Please. Oh. Did I... Is that the one I opened? I think so. I don't really want to flip through every page of the book. I don't think there's really like a table of contents either. I'm on page 97. Like I could have already even passed it. That's so cool. This is the orchestra. I just think that's cool. Artistically. Ooh, cool. Oh. Psychology, a new department. Alright, this might be too difficult. I'm gonna put on my list though Al Barker. I feel like we did find something about him before. Maybe I just wrote his name down and we never got to look. But if anyone finds him, oh, maybe it's because I put Al instead of like. I'll just put Barker and see what comes up. R.A. Barker, Hannah Barker, Happy Barker, I was hoping maybe it would be like Alan or something. Alfred. A. I don't know. Okay. We will keep going. May 21st. For Georgia. Got up at 6:55. Helped with dishes. Mended. Went to office, but didn't have to stay, so came right back. Cloudy. Well, she wrote CLDY. Cloudy morning. Mended some of my clothes. Helped with dinner and dishes. When she's talking about doing dishes all the time and serving, her family rents out rooms connected to their house. I think it's kind of like almost like a duplex sort of situation. I don't think they're in the house with them. I think they rent like a separate apartment. So she goes and cooks meals and I guess like does the housekeeping for their boarders that they have. Served and worked on my embroidery waist. Got supper and washed dishes. Worked on my embroidery. Went to bed at 10:45. A heavy thunderstorm in night. Just like we're having here. Okay. Although I haven't heard thunder in a while, so that's good. I should check the radar, see if anything's coming. I do love radar. It makes me feel more, not in control, I guess, but less surprised. Oh, I think it's done. Good. Maybe later at night, but I don't see anything anymore coming our way. We should be safe. Okay, Ralph. May 21st. Seems like he switches pencil halfway through. That's interesting. Looked like nighttime out when I left work in Boston. Yeah, I'm not really close to Boston, but I'm in Massachusetts. So we were probably seeing the same things. I'm like an hour-ish from Boston. But yeah, that giant mass of storms that went through, we actually didn't get it as bad. It seems like the worst part kind of missed us. But yeah, it was like, there was one big strike of lightning that took the power out, and then that was like the worst of it, but it was pretty loud. And very rainy, and we got a little bit of hail, but nothing crazy. Hey, Deb. Yeah, he could have sharpened his pencil. Rainy got up at 7. Ooh, I think I hear Ian cooking. Recited astronomy and went to see Professor W. Explained transition curve to sophomores and went to chapel. Law of contracts and chemistry. Garbage 736, thank you for the follow. I like your username. Studied law of contracts. Some of you guys have the funniest names. Hey, Jen. Studied law of contracts till 2 and went to chemistry till 5. Read paper in library and wrote diary and went to, so meta, and went to supper. Studied till 7:30 and took train to CR. Walked around and got magazine and read till 12:30 and took train for Waterloo. He rides on the train overnight like all the time. Took hack all something west side. Oh, all over west side before I got home at 3. Okay. This is just for fun. I also am into genealogy and I do my own family research, but this is not like related to me. These were diaries that were donated to us by a viewer. And we do, I mean, I still consider it genealogy because we research like who the people are and who their relatives are and who their living descendants are, but it's not my own genealogy. But yeah, we have found quite a bit. We still don't have a picture of Georgia, the woman who wrote one of the diaries, unfortunately, but we have a bunch of pictures of Ralph. He was the mayor of Waterloo at one time. Not at the time of the diary, but later on. And so he was like in the newspaper a lot. We got a lot of his pictures. This is his picture from the Cornell College yearbook. And he's about to graduate, I think, from Cornell College at the moment. Okay, got home at 3. So this is Georgia's diary. They both wrote a diary in 1903, and they're going to get married later on in that year. So we decided that it makes more sense to read them both together. I've never done that before, because I've never been in that situation where I had 2 authors from the same year, so it's fun. Ralph came at 2 this morning. Got up at 7:55. Helped with dishes. Helped with dinner and dishes. Went downtown. Warm day. Worked on my embroidery. Waist. So that would be like a waistcoat. Red papers. Or a waist shirt. Shirt waist, that's what it is. Shirt waist. Got supper and washed dishes. Mama and Papa went to CF, that's Cedar Falls, to a concert. We can look that up after, see what concert they went to. R and I were alone. Haha. Went downtown and got a soda and came right home. Sure you did. Rained awful hard in evening. Went to bed at 11. Okay, let's look up. Actually, first let's peek at Ralph's and see, if he mentions what concert they went to, because that would be easier. Georgia King. Nope. So we can just look it up then. Or, you know what, while we have his open, let's just do it, and then I can look that up after. I promise we came right home. Got up at 6:30. Went with Andy. I'm rewatching Modern Family. I used to watch that a long time ago with my parents. And I've just been putting it on in the background lately. And there's this, it's like one of the first episodes where Phil is trying to cover his tracks because he messed up, and it's like a long story, but he stole a bike basically, thinking he was teaching his son a lesson, but it was someone else's bike. And he was trying to lie to his wife about it, and he was like, what did he say? Oh, he went to the gas station to get a soda, and I was really thirsty, so I drank the soda right then and there and threw it away, and that's why I don't have the can anymore. It's like, reminds me of Georgia. Went with Andy out to Oak Lawn Edition to set grades in Forest City. Georgia came after us at noon. Worked also in afternoon. Okay. In evening, went walking with Georgia a little while. Funny, he doesn't mention the soda. Did you get a soda or not? Let's see if we can find a concert. I don't know, that's not a lot of information, but May 22nd, we'll start there, and then we might need to like go out a couple days, but does Cedar Falls have any? They do. Okay. No. Okay, they don't. They probably don't have any newspapers from that time from Cedar Falls. So we're gonna go with Black Hawk County. maybe I will add Cedar Falls. Let's see what these are. Attending the rendition of Messiah at Cedar Falls this afternoon. That must be it. Oh, that's not what I'm looking for. Okay, so maybe if I go back, I can put the next day in and maybe there'll be like a recap. Nice, here it is. A large number of Waterlooans attended the Thomas Orchestra concert at Cedar Falls last evening. All report a musical feast of the highest order. A musical feast. That's going to be my new phrase if I really like a song. It's a musical feast. Thanks, Jen, for the heart me. Very cute. Okay, the concert being prolonged by the soloist of the organization for the benefit of patrons who were waiting for the interurban car. So people were late maybe, or they were waiting for the either the train or some kind of like car, street car, whatever. They kept the concert going later for them. That is cute. So that's the concert. And I have to copy that so that I have the link. Okay. He also hasn't said what he's doing for work. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe he hasn't started yet. But yeah, that's true. He hasn't mentioned it again. Thank you for the follow, Lake Oma. Got up at 7. Helped with dishes. Swept. And picked up things around. Got dinner and done dishes. Went downtown with Mama. Went up to Grandpa's a while. Mama and I, and took Hector. Hector is the horse. Then we took a drive and went up and saw Nick's new store and went in. Then so much of a run-on sentence. Then as we got home, Margaret Cunningham and Miss Masner came along and I went and took them home. Helped with supper and dishes. R and I went downtown. That's Ralph. Sat on porch a while. Went to bed at 10:30. My throat feels scratchy. I feel like I might lose my voice. Okay, 23rd. Oh, Margaret Cunningham. I don't think she's been mentioned yet. Maybe I actually want to do 1900 census. Margaret Cunningham. And I'll say, I forget what year Georgia was born. I think it was 1878. I will usually put as an approximate birth date for her friends something similar to Georgia's. Where the heck here? Okay, 1878. Plus or minus 5 years. any event in Waterloo. Oh yeah, I don't know. I haven't seen any kind of entries about her, like, oh, it looks like I've clicked on this before. Margaret Cunningham must have been mentioned then before. Yeah, she's never mentioned, like, even holding hands with Ralph or anything. But she probably wouldn't write it down. Cunningham Thomas. Well, oh, there's two Margaret Cunninghams here. Okay, so one is 27. I don't know, maybe that's her. I don't think we have much information about her. Well, we do have a Masner. I don't know if she's related or something, but I'll add Margaret to our research list. I'm sure their first kiss was like a musical feast. Yeah. Plot twist. Every time they're playing Flinch, it's code. May 23rd, Ralph. Like Anglesey had her codes where she would put little symbols. Neither of them seem very romantic, yeah. Got up at... They do write each other letters all the time, though. 6:30. Set grades out at 4th... Oh, I thought he was going to say 4th Street Bridge, but 4th and Quincy Street in AM. In PM, made survey for Andrew. Something Bringston? Bringson? I don't know. At First and Bluff Street. Went downtown in evening. Brighton, oh, it could be. With Georgia. Brighton. Bergston, yep. I think I see a little dot of an I here. Sometimes he dots the I like in another place. Is this blood? Cut my finger again. May 23rd. This is Georgia's. I'm looking in the actual diary. I'm gonna see what it looks like here. Oh, it's such a tiny little dot on the paper. It's funny how much it, like, I zoom in and it doesn't even look red in person. I guess it does. I don't know what that is. It's a very, very tiny dot, though, in real life. Bingston. I'll put all of those possibilities in there and then add him to the list. Andrew. We know that he is probably an engineer. Oh no, never mind. No. He didn't work with Ralph. Ralph was working for him. So NPM made survey for Andrew. At first. Oh, okay, hold on though. Because if it's at First and Bluff Street, we know where he lives. So, let's do this. Let's see. Did they have street names? So, yes, they did. Okay. Some census records, they don't have street names on them. They just, like, list the people in the town, especially with smaller towns. But if we look in the 1900 census, I don't know if we're gonna find it, but I'm gonna put Andrew because we know that's his first name. I'll put Bringston first, and maybe we'll put similar. We don't know when he was born at all, but we know that he lived in Waterloo probably in 1900, and I think you can also put a street name. Can you? You can't. You can only put the house number. Okay, well, we can at least search him. I know he's a guy. And maybe one will come up on nothing. Bluff Street. How else could I do this? I can't look at this. I could look at the census and go to that street. But that's like kind of gonna, I'm gonna have to flip through it. Let me try a different Andrew Bergston. Oh, no, that's Minnesota. What the heck? Did I put the right? Yeah, Waterloo. Okay, let's do this instead. Iowa. Black Hawk. Waterloo. Oh, I don't know which ward it's in. Oh, I think there's a map somewhere. That's so much work. I'm gonna have to just add him to the list. All right. Did we find anyone? No, we didn't. Census. We know he lives on First and Bluff. The other place I'm gonna look quick is newspapers, because what happened for another person he was making a survey for, it was because she was inheriting land, or I don't remember. Whoever it was, I don't even remember if it was a man or a woman, actually. They were inheriting land and then selling it, so it was in the newspaper. And I'll do this, we'll say from, I don't know, April, or we'll just say 1903. I'm just gonna type in all of the different ones that we've Brighton. Yeah, we'll have to see, hopefully. Yeah, so, Carly, I don't know when you sent that comment, so I don't know what you're referring to. But yeah, for the census, I haven't found a good way to, like, I don't know, maybe I just don't know how to use Ancestry as well as I should, but I find it difficult once you're in a census to, like, search that census, which is frustrating. Because normally, too, like, there'll be one census for a town, especially if it's small. Like, for Fairfax, when we were looking at the Weatherman Diaries, I could just open that census up and skim through the whole thing, because it was only, like, maybe 10 pages long. So if I was looking for a certain name, it would be easy to skim. Waterloo has, like, a bunch of different districts, and I feel like one time I found a map of the different districts, but, like, what is this? This doesn't even have this is Waterloo Township. I don't know what that is, because sometimes in, like, there's no street names here at all. Some of them do have street names. Like, this is Cedar Street, but I don't know, like, where Bluff and First is. And I could just keep doing this and looking. But where was that old map we found of Waterloo? We found someone's property. I've got a bunch of old maps. That's railroads. LaPorte City Railroad. I don't think this was it. We found somebody. Was it this one? I think it was this one. Okay. First, I don't think it has people's names. Okay, First is here. And Bluff. It must be not a main street. Oh, I smell something good. Ian! Bluff Street. Is this all? 14th Street. Okay, I don't know. That doesn't seem like the right street. Bluff. First and Bluff. Unless I'm missing something. Where's First Street? Oops. Oh. It's like East and West First Street. See, this is all messed up because that highway wasn't there before. So maybe it's Washington Street and Bluff Street. Maybe Washington Street was First Street before. Now where was... We'll look at that. No, it doesn't even... Oh, okay. Washington Street. It's possible. Here, about? I don't know. It looks like things were changed. Oh, you know, he could also be surveying his property because it's next to the railroad. Can you save a page as a PDF and search it that way? Maybe. Let me see something. Like, there's no search on here for the page. But it does have, like, if you hover over people, it has the data. So it should be searchable. Ooh, you can invert the colors. That's kind of nice. I feel like that's easier to read. Oh boy. Claude. Just Control F, let's see. So we'll put John. No, it doesn't. Oh. We're having trouble with the image. Okay, try. Click somewhere and search John. No, it only shows up like there. Ancestry is usually pretty good though. So I feel like I'm just missing something. Control F didn't work, yeah. Like, you can search the census, but it just seems like, okay, I guess you can, like, scroll through here. That's kind of nice. Wait. Bergston. Andrew. That's who we're looking for, right? Oh my god. Well, it's Commercial Street, so that's not... Is that him? No way that I just opened up a random census page and that's him. Because that wasn't... We didn't open that from searching. This is just random. Oh my god. Well, maybe... I mean, I'm just assuming that he's living at this place on First Street and Bluff Street, but maybe it's not. Maybe he just owns... I'm, like, kind of a little bit freaked out that we just randomly... And I didn't even search his name. I just saw it on the thing. Okay, let's see. Andrew... How is that spelled? That is probably one of the coolest little coincidences we've found so far. Bergston. Nothing in 1903, but why don't I just do, like, many years? No. Bergston. What the heck? Nothing? Well, how about find a grave? Oh, it could be spelled differently. Yeah, but I don't think... Well, I didn't search this many years for Bergston. Oh, no. This doesn't look good. Like, good news. Ed Swanson and Harvey Bergston were killed this morning. Badly hurt by the falling of an elevator. Oh, no. Oh, my God. That sounds terrible. That is not a fun way to die. Okay, well, that happened. I don't know if it's them. That's the only Bergston mentioned. Maybe I'll put Waterloo. I think that would be covered by Black Hawk County, though. Maybe I'll just do really big. Oh, nothing. No. Weird. Weird that they're not mentioned at all. But let's see. Bergston. Nothing. God. I have not had good luck with Find a Grave today, but good luck, I thought for sure there was an I in that name. I know, it does look like that. 'Cause there's that dot there. Maybe it's B-I-R. O-N. No. Not having good luck with that. Yes, I can. I'm not even sure that this is him. I mean, Andrew Bergston, though, that's pretty, like, spot on, and Bergston was one of our guesses, so. Andrew G. Bergston. I don't know why I wouldn't be able to find him. Maybe I need to, search him on Ancestry. I'll go to, like, regular Ancestry. Search. Now that we have a possible person. Search. Oh, B-E-I-R, maybe. I'm gonna try this, though. See if we can find anything else. Waterloo, Iowa. And what year... oh. Oh, this is all like, do you see that? Oh, you can't see, oh, you can see what's popping up. It pops up like a different thing that, like, this obviously says head, It's just a little off. So this must be the birth. Let me zoom out. Single, but this must be the birth year. 1858. I think. Can you go to the next census to see the spelling there? Yes, I can. That's a good thought. Let's see. Once I put him in here, that'll come up, I bet. That's a good thought. He's only mentioned in one? What the heck happened to Andrew Bergston? He's not in any other anything. I was searching the whole ancestry, right? Not just census? What the heck? So his name must be spelled wrong. Yeah. Let's try that. No. That's not because he's not there. It's just come on. Whatever Ian is cooking smells so good. I never realize I'm hungry till I start smelling his cooking. Maybe he didn't go by Andrew. Yeah, or that wasn't his first name. Where's this? Davenport, Iowa. Bergsten. Oh. Okay. Davenport. 1907. The funeral of Andrew Bergston. Okay, that could be him. Maybe it's because I'm looking in the wrong county. Maybe he only lived in Waterloo, like, briefly. Because that's spelled the same way. Or no, that's with an O, actually. Grundy, Illinois. Waterloo, Iowa. A.L. Sperry Bergston. A.L. Bergston. He has a general store. Maybe that's... Could there possibly be an address? Oh, this is in a town of Sperry. I don't know. Okay, well, we've got a little bit more when we look there. Here. No, Minnesota. It says his wife's name is Tina? Right? Tina. Carl. They have a lot of kids. Like, how is no one coming up? Maybe he moved just before or after the census. Yes, that... Yeah, you'd think, like, he'd... Okay, well, let's see. Andrew Bergston died in 1907. Oh. Andrew Bergston. What was the year that I had just grabbed? 1858. So that, now this doesn't match up with any of the kids, I don't think, either. No. So that's not him. I think I'm just gonna have to add him to the list. Oh look, someone was having fun in this parking lot. Okay, so I'm gonna write down that we found Bergston in 1900 census, but then nowhere else. So 1858. The census date was 1900 that I was looking at, I think. Yeah. So on the 1900 census, he's listed as living on Cedar Street, I think. Yeah. Where is Cedar Street? Way over here. Yeah, I don't know. But then in maybe now I should search the. I mean, we know they're not in the next census as Bergston. He must have moved. I think maybe I'll try to spend more time on it, not on the live, because I feel like I've been kind of going in circles for a little bit. But I mean, if that's what you guys like to watch, I can keep going. But I feel like it's boring sometimes. Hey, what did you cook?
Chicken and potato.
Oh, it smells good. Did you already eat?
No, it's still cooking.
When is it going to be done, approximately?
15 or 20 minutes.
15 or 20 minutes left of the live. It smells good. What are you looking for?
Headphone thing.
What kind of thing?
A DAC.
What is that?
It's a digital audio converter.
Oh, so not something that I would have, or no. Well, did you look
It's
in our?
orange.
Did you look in our organization area?
No. I don't think I put it over there.
Why did we bother organizing it? I don't remember seeing something orange either. How big is it? Oh, big.
It's okay. You can do your live stream. You don't need to help me look for that thing.
Now I feel like I can see it in my mind.
Yeah.
Everyone says hello to you.
Hello.
He says hi. Oh, you like watching that? Okay. Well, I think I'm giving up on that little side quest for a bit. Oh, I'm sorry. Was this thing always like this? What happened here? Why is it like... Oh, I know why. Okay, because I have it on half screen. Full screen. What's Claude doing? Oh, he's being a good boy. He's sleeping. Hey, Velvet. Oh, I'm sorry you haven't been getting notifications. TikTok is so annoying with that. My only suggestions would be to sign up for the live events, and then also, if you have Discord, join my free Discord, because I send updates on there. And that way that's like the only place that I have complete control about whether it's going to actually send out a message to people. Unfortunately, there's no way that I can say, hey, TikTok, send something to my followers. Like, they don't do that, so. Got up at 8:45. Helped with... A lot of people also just put it in their calendars. But next week, I'm not going to be live at all, actually. I'm skipping next week, because next Friday is Ian's birthday. Happy birthday, Ian. And we're going out for dinner for his birthday on Thursday, so. And then, like...
PII.
Oh, sorry. His birthday is redacted. And every other day of the week I have a bunch of stuff, so we're just going to skip next week, and then I'll be back on the 29th. So if you put it in your calendar, don't put it in for next week. And Ian is cooking chicken and potatoes.
Roasting.
Happy roasting. Happy early birthday, they say. He's over there on looking through a bucket with a flashlight. Ian.
I believe I'm gonna be 36.
Hey, Emily, I haven't seen you in forever. Emily says, happy redacted birthday, Ian. Yeah, sorry, now you guys all have to shred your phones. Because you heard what his birthday was. You can't find it, huh?
They took my birthday away a while ago.
Yeah, they took your whole identity and gave you a new one. It must be in the bins.
I think it might be in my nightstand.
Oh. Maybe.
Believe it or not.
I probably have seen it and just didn't know what it was.
Yeah. Hi, Claude.
Helped with dishes. Picked up around. And read paper. papers. R and I went driving. Getting back in time to help get supper. Washed the dishes, sat on porch a while, talked a while, and I'll just put and went to bed at 10:15. R. You have to start working nights soon, so you'll have to watch lives on YouTube. Aw, what a bummer. R went back to school at 10:00. Yeah, I was just thinking, like, I am starting school / work. I'm a teacher, so it's like work and school are the same thing. We're going back to school in a little over a week. Sad. But it won't change the time. Unfortunately, I'm like less flexible with the time. Yeah, I don't know if they're ever going to mention their engagement. It could have been that they got engaged before this diary, like maybe in 1902, because we read through Ralph's 1901 diary and he never mentioned Georgia at all. So it had to have happened either sometime in 1902 or 1903, and maybe it just wasn't as big of a thing back then. Or maybe it was just like implied, oh, we're gonna get married, and it wasn't like a engagement. I don't know how it worked. Rainy and warm. Got up at, or maybe they'll mention it. Got up at 8:30. Took bath, shaved, and dressed up, and read papers till noon. After dinner, helped wash dishes, and then he crossed it out. I guess he didn't help wash the dishes. They just celebrated with a game of flinch and went about their day. Yeah, flinch. Yeah, definitely, Maria, I think they weren't as big of a deal in the sense that, like, there wasn't, like, nowadays when someone gets engaged, it's like they have a photo shoot, and it's like a big, like a long engagement, and I just don't think that it was that, much, like, I think it was like just engagement is the lead up to the wedding, and it wasn't like its own big thing. I don't know. At least it just doesn't seem like that. Also, weddings in general were like a lot less of a big deal. Not that they were less of a big deal, but they were like smaller, a lot of times in houses, in their own house. So it just like wasn't as much fanfare. Flinch is code for kisses, yeah. Okay, after dinner, I don't know what to do with that because he crossed it out, but I'm just gonna write helped wash dishes and we'll pretend that he helped her. Frank Campbell came in a little while, then Georgia and I went driving and got back about 6. In evening, talked till 10 and went to bed. I'll do a couple more days. Maybe we'll go. I feel like the 25th is a good way to stop, though. I don't know why. Sometimes I like even numbers, but for some reason I like 25. If anyone has a diary birthday on May 26th, I will go for you. Yeah, I could do a strike through. Where was that? Here. Do they have that on Google Docs, though? I don't know if they do. I don't think they do. Okay. Oh, son's birthday is May 26th. We gotta go to it. Sean. Engagement was probably called courting. Yes, probably. got up at 6:45. Helped with breakfast and dishes. Went to office. Came home at 11:15 and then went after Papa, where he working out north of town. Helped with dinner dishes, went to office, stopped downtown on way home, helped with supper and dishes. Moved a little, mowed. She mowed the lawn? I shouldn't be so shocked, but she's never mentioned mowing the lawn before. This is bringing me right back to the Weatherman Diaries. Do you remember that? I totally forgot how he mowed the lawn all the time. That's funny. Worked on my embroidery. Went to bed at 10. The torch has been passed, yeah. Remember they like had the best lawnmower in town or something? I feel like, who told me about that? That must have been Jim, but I feel like it wasn't. I feel like it was someone from one of the Facebook groups, or no, someone who reached out to me from the article, I think, told me that they had like they were known for having the best or the newest type of lawnmower. The first electric lawnmower, that's what it was. Rainy. And then remember Edna couldn't get it to stay working. She had to like always try to fix it. Aw, good times. And took train to CR. Slept well on train. And then the CR overlap too. I love that. But not in depot, as I could get no chair. Oh, he's so tired he can't even sit down. Recited astronomy at 7:45 and reported to, yes, her dad is alive. She does mention him every once in a while. She calls him Papa, and he is a very busy man, I think. Yeah, she actually just said Papa on the entry before. A lot of times she goes and picks him up from where he's working. He's an engineer. I think at that time he's the city engineer, actually. Okay, and reported to... She doesn't talk about her parents much in general. I got lost. Hold on. Reported to Professor Williams at 8:30. Studied till 10:30. And recited law of contracts. Chemistry lab till noon. Studied till 2:30. Recited English and worked in chemical lab. Oh, maybe whenever he's saying chem lab, he means chemical lab, not chemistry lab. Till supper time. Studied till 7 and went to sleep. Went to bed at 9. Alright, moving on to May 26th. This is the last one we'll do today. And drum roll please, because it takes me a while to get there, but happy diary birthday to Rachel's son. He's probably sleeping. Right? It's late where you are. But you can tell him tomorrow. Yeah, it is. Special diary birthday. Rainy got up at 1 and took train to... Oh, wait. No, hold on. That is the exact same one we just did. And it's not even the right person, so... Here. May 26th. Georgia got up at 6:30. Help with chem lab, in my mind, is class. And chemistry lab is work. Yeah, maybe. It's after midnight here. Unfortunately, he's still awake. Oh. Oh. Are they back in school yet? No, I think they go back the same day I do, right? It's going to be a transition. I'm like kicking myself because all summer I was going to bed pretty early because Ian was still working. So it's like, I don't know. I would always just go to bed when he went to bed. So I've been going to bed early, getting up pretty early. And then this past week, because he's gone, I've been staying up later and right before I have to go back to school. So I could have like made an easy transition and now it's not. But it was funny. We're getting old because we realized the other day we don't stay up late anymore, like at all. It's like 10 o'clock sometimes and it feels like it's 2. And we were watching a movie. So, or something. Maybe he was gone and I don't remember. But one night at midnight, all of our lights turned off. Oh, it was when he was gone. He was working I think he was in Colorado. So I was texting him and I said, did you just shut the lights off on me? Because he can do it from his phone, so I thought he was doing it to be funny. And he's like, no. And then I looked and it was midnight. So he has a routine set on our lights are like, you can put them on a routine and control them from your phone because he's really techie. So they're set to turn off at midnight. And he goes, wow, you can tell how, like, we never stay up past midnight because I didn't even know that routine existed. So we go to bed early. Yeah, he's gonna hate going back to school. Yeah, I'm like dreading it. I love my job, but summer gives me life. Helped with breakfast and dishes. And then most of my summer was taken up by finishing my grad school stuff. But that washed my head? Lead? What do we think that says? And so took all morning to dry it. Could be lead. That would be a capital L though. Washed my head? I think it's head. Like her hair. I just submitted my final paper and presentation today. Like a couple hours before I came on the live. So I feel good. Hitting that submit button was like weird. Because I'm so used to the routine of it, like always taking a class, always having a day that I have to rush home from work, but now I'm free. She has said that before. Washed my head, really? Okay, I don't remember it, but I trust you. Washed my head and so took all morning to dry it. Help with dinner and dishes. Had heavy rain in night and this morning. Helped with washing. Worked a while on embroidery. Ralph came back, but rained and I couldn't go to depot. Helped with supper and dishes. Sounds like disagreeable weather. Yes, true. Visited all evening with Ralph. Rained. Went to bed at 10. Okay. Over to Ralph, May 26th. This is the last one we'll read today, then I'll log off. We ended up getting lucky with the weather, huh? I was nervous, but didn't lose power again. Got up at 6:45. Went to chemistry lab. Till chapel. Went to chapel. Something to chemistry lab. And he just didn't erase. And thank you to chemistry lab. Till noon. Finished. something and got 102. What percent? 102.8%? I don't know what this is. It could be some kind of, thank you, Diary Gods, for protecting Addie's power. This could be some kind of, like, chemical. I see ITE. SUT. Sectorite. Did you find your thing? Oh, food. I'm on my last day. Did you find your thing you were looking for?
No, I don't need it.
No. Oh, he doesn't need it now. Can't find it, so you don't need it. What was it? An audio?
It's a digital analog converter.
A digital analog converter. Sectorite. Ian just wanted to say hi. Yeah, he wants to show you his food. I don't know what sectorite is, but it's not coming up, but I don't know. I'm just gonna leave it. Something like that. Yeah, I took train at 1 down here. So, did he get 102.8%? Took train at 1. 52. 152. 52, not 53. For Cedar Rapids. Got rug for Mrs. Newton. And 6 pictures. Took train to Waterloo. Rain and Georgia did not meet me. After supper. I know, Cedar Rapids. It's funny when things like come back. Talked to Georgia. I also like how he calls it CR. Just like the weatherman did. About 10 and went to bed. Okay. That's it for today. So next week, I have to take more pictures because I don't have pictures for June yet. We're definitely going to finish May. I think we did about 10 days this time. We're definitely going to finish May and then probably start June next time. But next week, I'm not coming on. I could have come on Tuesday, but I think it's going to be, I'm going to regret it. It's going to be too much in 1 week. It's a busy week next week. Maybe I'll do like a little extra live, like a quick one, and I won't do diary stuff. I'll do something else on, let's see, what days? Maybe Monday, maybe Tuesday, but every other day I have something, so we shall see. If I do something, I'll try to post a little bit ahead of time, and I'll do it in the Discord, and I'll put it on TikTok also, so maybe see you guys next week. Definitely see you on the 29th. Yeah, he could have, probably Carly, that he has mentioned before that when he was working in chemistry, he said what he was making. So, I don't know. I don't know how he got it over 100% either. But, or maybe it's like, yeah, I have no idea. This is also interesting. I don't know if that's like a period or something else, but extra credit. Yeah, maybe. Or maybe it's some kind of percentages regarding whatever he was making. Like, and not percent like a grade. But, all right. Bye, everybody. I'll see you not next week. I was going to say see you next week. Maybe see you sometime next week as a bonus, but definitely see you on the 29th. What did he do to the siderite? I don't know. He made it. Is it siderite? It could be. We couldn't really read that. Let me look that up. Yeah, cool. I think it is siderite or siderite. Well, that's cool. 100 full stop 2%. Yeah, it could. Yeah, could be like. Well, no, it's not. It could be like got 102 milliliters or something. 8%. I don't know. Anyways, see you guys next time. Bye bye.